Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And, of course, good morning, Midi Motorways. Let's go to Warsaw for today's daily challenge. We will begin with 4 traffic lights and 4 roundabouts. And, hey, we won't get any more traffic lights. Oh, no? I suppose that counts as an oh, no. There might theoretically be a situation in which one needs more than 4 traffic lights. I think I might have been in one of those once in Mini Motorways. Listen, starting with 4 traffic lights and 4 roundabouts is nice. Knowing that our choices are going to be limited, like anytime any choice is limited, it feels like the result is a good run. Although I am going to need to restructure our bridge layout here just a moment. Also, I'm 1 bridge short of being able to do the thing I need, so hopefully we get a bridge this week. Because we've already got a bit of diciness happening. Might have to join these oranges and greens for a little bit. You'll be good until Monday, I think. Yeah, you're not gonna absolutely die or nothing. We just gotta wait for this to get over here and then back down there. And hey, that's a circle now. This is fine. All the more reason to hope we get a bridge or a motorway or something. Hey, look, a bridge. Hey, look, a bridge. We get these 2 greenhouses over here. This is probably going to temporarily get angry. Hey, look, it's angry. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Oh, hi. All right, fine. 2 of you go down there. You come over to here. Voop. Was I just wrong? Did we have another bridge that whole time? I thought we didn't have a bridge. I could have been wrong about stuff. Maybe we got 2 bridges? I don't know. I was not paying ultra super duper close attention. I was too busy celebrating our new bridgeliness and our new NBA champion New York Knicks. I don't know. Congratulations to the Knicks. I don't follow basketball. But being a person who exists on social media and the internet, it was pretty much impossible to avoid hearing that the Knicks won the title. And hey, the Knicks won the title. Good for the Knicks. What are we going to do over here? I think we're going to, once again, chop this bridge. We're going to leave these 2 orange houses right here. Swing them like so. And then I think we're going to draw this monstrosity. Once... Hold on, are you and your 6 friends going to spawn right here? Because if you and your 6 friends are spawning right there, that might change things. We're going to assume that you don't have 6 friends. You do have 1 friend. Listen, if 5 more of your friends show up, we'll happily redraw this and make it a shorter road. But for now, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you will swing up here, and then diagonally yourself down this way, into this circle, and then these 2 will swing over here. So yes, the Knicks won the NBA title. The Carolina Hurricanes won the Stanley Cup. June is a busy month for sports. June is a busy effing month for sports. There's a really good... ESPN does these documentaries, 30 for 30. Which used to be, like, the initial conceit was, let's do 30 good sports documentaries to celebrate our 30 years of being ESPN. And now it's been like a decade, and they're still doing them, and they're still called 30 for 30, and I don't know what it stands for anymore. But ESPN does these documentaries called 30 for 30s, and they have one on, I believe it's June 12th, 1994 is the name of the documentary, and also the date. Let me just Google that to make sure. June 12, 1994 is... Yup. Okay. So let's take... we'll take a motorway. We've got these purples over here. We'll just draw a motorway for this. I could technically bridge this, but it sounds like work. We'll just have a motorway. Ferry these 3 purples off in a thisly direction. Okay. So there's a documentary called June 12, 1994 that is all about the absolutely crazy, insane day in sports and the world that was June 12, 1994. On June 12, 1994, there was It was an NBA Finals game and an NHL, the Stanley Cup Finals game, and the World Cup was happening, and a major golf tournament was happening. And, oh, by the way, that was also the day that O.J. Simpson did the white Bronco chase. That was also that same day. Absolutely insane day in America. Speaking of, I don't know, America? Yeah. Let's not, actually. Let's have these purples swing down here. Go all the way out like so. Bulldoze a couple of those trees. Sorry about that, trees. I could have cut them back through here, but effort. Get a bridge back. Okay. Would it actually be better for these purples to go from here over that away to there? Possibly. But speaking of things that would be better, it would definitely be better, and in fact is necessary, for these greens to motorway up here, which means that we should take these purples and bridge them this way. And they can't yet bridge onto here because this is an off-ramp. So, hold on. You move. You go in there. You move. Cool. You move that way. Okay. So now we got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you having an actual straightish road bridge. This is what we should have done in the first place, honestly. I was just being lazy when I made the motorway. Now, I could chop or rearrange a whole bunch of this and just put this guy on, but... Alright, you've gone circular. That's basically fine. We've got 3 beige houses right here, going straight shottedly down here. Would it be better for these purples to snake through here? So, like, from this tile, they're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take a bridge. Or from here, they're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it would be the same unless I was willing to cut the corner, and I don't want to cut the corner. So, let's not bother cutting the corner. Let's send this beige up that away. Let's lower this just so that we can do that. Green over here for this green business. That's cool. Another beige right here. Get 2 going up here. We've still got the 3 of these. Let's rearrange that now. So now these 2 go up there, and this becomes a 4th down here to this guy. That seems totally fine. These 3 greens, loopy-doopy motorway number 1, in like so. So yeah, yesterday, not quite the level of June 12, 1994, but there was a heck of a lot going on in the sports world. I don't know when the Stanley Cup game was. It was either Saturday or I think it was last night. So last night the Hurricanes won the Stanley Cup. On Saturday the Knicks won the NBA title. The World Cup is happening in the U.S., which, listen, I don't understand why anyone came here for this thing, but, you know, let me rephrase. I understand why Scottish people came here for this thing. Beyond that, well, I suppose if one is going to be a soccer fan, one is used to supporting absolutely horrendous dying institutions because, after all, FIFA exists. And so putting a World Cup in the United States is not, you know, that big a deal. But, oh boy. And again, I say, oh boy. We got a problem. Well, we have a minor issue for the moment, and that minor issue is this purple business, but we'll toss a traffic light right there. And hopefully this level of purple traffic will be able to keep up with both of these businesses. It's not looking amazing right now. TBQH. Although if one more purple house wanted to spawn over here, and I could feel safe leaving this business in the care of the 2 purple houses that are over here, that would free up a lot of folks, actually. I'd get a lot of road back, I'd get a bridge back, and I'd be able to take these 5 purple houses, loop them up this way, get them going over there. That would be great. If, like, do you have friends, Purple House? Can you make things okay, fine. We'll take a motorway, and I think we'll do this. We'll just have a beige swing up that away, and this green can just literally turn around and have its back driveway be the entrance to this plaza. Good job, greenhouse. You're helping. Oh my eye. Oh look, yet more purple fuckers. Oh boy. Even more purple business. Hooray, hooroo, aren't we happy? Traffic light here? Traffic light there makes sense. That's perfectly cromulent. You're going straight through it or left with it or right against it. That's basically what you want a traffic light to do. Yeah, like that little exchange that just happened here or just happened again. That is what you want. Now, these two... What is this clangy nonsense? I was giving you time here, song, but you never got going in a way that I enjoyed. Get off my playlist. Try to leave room in one's heart for old-timey piano-type music. Sometimes you just don't like it. All right. These 2 greens, I'm just going to draw motorway number 3, have them hop over all of this nonsense, get down to this business. Should be fine. I've already forgotten what I took this week. I think I took a bridge. Yeah, I must have. Okay. Let's see. You're a circle now. That's... oh, you're also a circle now. Interesting. I suppose both of those are fine. You can go there. You can go there. This is another green. It can go there. It's fine. We're getting a few more southern greens to support this western. Then, oh. Well, here's another eastern to support. Oh, boy. Okay. Here's another to support this one. Yeah, suddenly we've got all the light greens in the world. Great, great. I love that for me. Is this more light greens down here? That is more light greens down there. That's fine. They're basically never going to do anything, but all right. It's good that they exist. You up here are not swell, but I suppose we can do that and at least create balance between the 2 beiges. We're ignoring this dangling beige house. I said the word balance and thought of Thanos because, 1, my brain has been poisoned by the Avengers, and 2, Magic's doing a Marvel set, and a lot of the cards look really good. I want it. I played Magic yesterday, and I had a game in here. I had a bag. I was presented with a bag. I worked hard, and I acquired a bag, and it was right in front of me, and then I fucking fumbled it. And I felt real bad, and I got angry, and I expressed my anger. And then I had to apologize for expressing my anger. And then my friends were good, kind, decent people, which made me feel worse for making them be good, kind, decent people. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. Also, I should have won that fucking game. Rah! Anyway. Let's see here. Oh, hi. You're new. Not a huge fan, but, you know, it's fine. You can exist. I'm not going to complain much. Oh, I don't trust this one house to support this business. We're going to have to do something stupid. All right. You will swing up and over like so. This beige had been connected via this road, so this beige car is going in the direction I want it to be, but I think we're going to make that a little bit fancier with motorway number 4, like so. So these two beige houses take a motorway. They jump over here. They serve this business. That should be fine. Unless, of course, we find that it's not for some reason. We got beiges spawning all over the place. We got a rando beige right here and another beige here that probably wants to be down this way. Actually, we can probably make that happen. Hold on. Let's just... Yeah, nobody's using this bridge right now. So, now that does not mean that we can absolutely never have that exist. But for now, at least, we'll redraw motorway number 4. Get these 3 beige houses involved. Okay. Hi there. You're light green. That's basically fine. I've got a plethora of light greens over here. We can just borrow 2 of them, send them up here, and Taz will be very happy because, hey, somebody used the word plethora in a sentence. And anytime you can say plethora, you think of Taz. Glorious. Doot and doot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 greens over here. Motorway number 1 into this. And this is 7 greens now. Motorway number 2 over here. These circles are both fine. We'll take another bridge. Game's being very... Well, it's offering me a lot of roundabouts. I'm not taking any of them, but I am being offered them. Hi there, new purple business. We'll put a traffic light right here. That'll basically see you fine and dandy. Oh, hey, a second purple house. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, friends and fellows, we got a second purple house right here to support this business. That means I can chop all of this garbage and, well, it's not quite as important as it used to be, because it used to mean that I could get rid of this bridge and all of this road and send all of these purples up all of this way, and now that's not the case, but, you know, it's still nice. Speaking of things that are still nice, I can have this purple house here swing up that way. You know... All right, there are 3 businesses being supported here. This feels like a lot of purple that's necessary. Let's take a motorway and maybe think about chop splitting some stuff. Like, what if we were to kill this connection right here and I just yoink these 2 purples, draw motorway number 5 up like that. It still leaves 3 houses to support this business, which is okay. Not great given the length, but it's fine. Means that there's only 2 businesses being supported by this enormous pile of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 houses for 2 businesses, one of which is a circle, which feels better. And now these 2 have something to do. They take care of this rather than being the 4th and 5th for this. Yeah, that seems basically fine, right? We're okay with that. We're at least conceptually aware of the decency of that, I think. Hi there, Orange Buddy. Yeah, that's fine. You can be there. We do, however, want to make this ugly connection just to keep this being one straight road. Hold on, I have to sneeze. Dear God, I sneezed. Oh, give me a motorway. Okay. Oh, eyes. I sneezed so hard my eyes hurt. Ow. Oh, that's impressive. Oh, and then I sniffed. The sniffing was gross. Okay. Ow. Oh, legs. Legs in pain. So, I could probably separate these oranges and greens, actually. You know, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Let's chop this bridge. We're going to restructure all of this. You come down here Swing out that away. You 3, yeah, you 5 focus on the circle. And then the 3 of you go over there for this thing. That's better. 1B, 1R is always, when applicable, the better solution. You have one business, it should have one road. Okay. Wait for these oranges to sort themselves out, and now we are, in fact, good. Let's do... Well, we can either do an east to west roundup, or I can pretend that I still know something about the UFC and make fun of what I assume was a fucking horrible night at the White House last night. So let's do an east to west roundup, because I don't want to talk about it. We've got this green we've got this green business right here. It is supported by 1-2 green dudes. If I need to, I can swipe actually, there is such a green delay here. Like, we've got so much extra greenhouse space here. I am, in fact, just going to yoink another greenhouse. So now this business is supported by 1, 2, 3 greenhouses. Totally fine. Gonna be fine for a while. Next, we have this beige circle here, serviced via motorway number 4 by... Really? You know... Fine. Actually fine. I'm glad I gave you that third house when I did. You newly rounded fuck. You newly rounded fuck. Not the title of the episode, because I don't love putting swear words in titles because they're probably bad for SEO. But, you know, being episode 900 and something of a series where some jamoke plays mini motorways at an above average but rarely excellent level, also not great for the SEO. We'll see. What episode is this anyway? Let me open gimmmm.txt. It is episode 906 for June 15. Yay. Oh. But wait, hold on. Did I use the... I used the wrong thumbnail for Friday's episode. God damn it. I used that thumbnail for 906 for episode 905. How dare I? What am I doing with my life? Let's fix this live right now. Change that. Drop that. Yay. Now, several days later, at least I'm entertaining. Hey, I've got that going for me. Thank you, Sonny. Orange house points up. We'll take another motorway. This orange house can staple over here, serve that business. Okay, so the thumbnail's fixed. Our long national nightmare is over. Get another purple house down here for this purple business. That's cool. So this beige circle is serviced by these 4. That's fine. This purple business right here has a little awkward bendy road here, but it's basically fine. We've got these 1, 2, 3, 4 purple houses servicing it. That's cool. This beige circle only has 3 houses, which isn't great, but it does mean, you know, at least they're close. At least it's a very short road. We do have cars and driveways. This is essentially fine. Over here, we have this green business, which I just gave a second house of support, which may or may not have been necessary, but certainly felt good to do. So we've got 2 houses serving this green business. We also have this beige circle, which is also being serviced by 3 houses. Their road is just a little bit longer, and therefore their reserves are just a little bit thinner, but we do still have 2 cars in the driveway. I think that's broadly fine. We'll take a bridge. Don't necessarily need it right now. Yeah, this beige circle might become a problem at some point if the beiges ever decide they're going to be mad about stuff, but for right now, they're doing okay. Next is this purple business down here. It has a long, snaky, windy road. that I maybe could have drawn better, but yeah, it made sense in the moment. I heard you, Swan. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 purple houses serving this business. So even though it is a bit of a long and lengthy journey getting there, it ultimately winds up in a pretty solid place. Timeout. This house for the longest time has been a single dangling purple guy. Now it has a friend. And these purples here are starting to get a little bit mad about stuff. And we have a spare motorway. 2 spare motorways, in fact. What if we draw motorway number 6 such that these 2 houses serve this business, thereby removing the traffic light and the split up, meaning that all of these houses can now dedicate themselves solely and entirely to this circle. I think that would be better for, if not everybody, at least all of the purple houses and these 2 purple businesses, which is what we were going for. So I think we're going to do that, and I think that's going to be just fine. And we get a motorway to replace it, so that's nice. I had to sneeze again. And incidentally, if every time I mute my mic you suddenly realize, oh my god, I'm not hearing that awful, horrible droning of an air conditioner, shut up, it's hot. It's going to be a theme of the summer. Shut up, it's hot. Let's see here. Can I put... I'm looking at these 2 purples, and they're basically... Yeah, they're just basically zoomy-doomy back and forth here. I think they could use a third if I can spare it. And I'm looking down here at these purples. I think I can spare a third house. I think there's just barely enough going on car and driveway wise that I can do this. By doing that, I get this third purple house onto motorway number 5 to keep this business happy. Now, I may have just doom screwed that circle, but I think it's gonna be okay. And if we need, I can pull this back and can theoretically do other things. I don't know what other things. Okay. So, Sonny has genuinely never heard the air conditioner, which tells me that the noise suppression between the microphone and the Twitch is very good. I can hear it in my headphones, but apparently I can hear things that aren't actually going out or are being suppressed or at very low frequencies or whatever. Almost immediately, this business has backed up. So I think pulling that house may have been a mistake. Don't know. This purple just spawned, so... Oh, wait, you're a purple that spawned. Okay. So that's a new purple that just spawned. That's good. Down here, I've got this orange house, which hadn't been doing anything. And this orange circle's starting to get mad. Matter of fact, all of the oranges are mad now. That's bad. Let's take another bridge. And now we're starting to get, yeah, well, we're up over 4,400, and only just now are things starting to get really mad at me, which I suppose is nice, but also, let's see here. I've got one orange house here that I can bridge down this way and then traffic light. Awful, but okay. For you, I just gave you one. I also have this. I have this orange way over here, which we can draw a ridiculous road from. Okay. I could also, rather than do that, let's yoink two of these. Yeah, we'll take these two oranges away from this business. This business is doing just fine with 3. So here's 2 more for this. This is probably dominated, unfortunately. Okay, now, for this green, This green business has only had one house forever, and that has been fine, but now that's not fine. So let's just chop that, leave this floating? No, let's not leave that floating. That doesn't make sense. Let's instead do some tweakish redrawings of this green road. Yeah, you angle that way and then angle that way, such to incorporate this greenhouse into the service of this green business. And then we'll take these 4 dangling dark greens that haven't been doing anything, loop them around here. They'll serve this business. Okay. That might be okay. I don't know, man. I really don't like what I've done over here with this orange. I don't know if this orange is going to be fine to catch up. There is like a very steady dude flow coming in here, so this one I think is okay, actually. This one's going to be fine. This one I'm not so sure of. Yeah, no, you've still got a developing crisis. Is there anything else I can do? I mean, I'd steal oranges from... I could steal this. Could steal one of these. Just do that. That doesn't feel great. This business is eventually going to be mad about that. This purple here is mad, which tells me that it might just be death time. Like, if this purple gets mad at this point, it's probably just death time, because you've got, like, 9 houses. You've got 9 houses in a straight shot road. So, why are you mad? Why are you mad, you little dark green bastard? You've got, like... Hold on. You've got, like, 800 dudes. Why are you mad? And by 800 dudes, I mean 2 houses. Okay, well, if you only have 2 houses, I sort of understand more now. Let's do this. I've got... Okay, can I put... If I move this, can I immediately do that? Yes. Yes, I can. Great. That being the case, let's kill that. These 4 greenhouses will come over here, and they will replace the function of the 2 greenhouses that had been serving that business. That'll be fine. We'll take another bridge. And I think, actually, everything kind of got okay for a second there. You voop that away. You voop that away. Okay, these light greens are starting to get mad now. I just gave you extra dudes. So it might just be a matter of you catching up. I don't know if it's actually a matter of you catching up. Here. Let me draw an additional on-ramp, toss 3 more houses at you. This dark green, I don't have anything else to do, buddy. I think, okay, you're done. All right, off it goes. Sadness and failure. 5,444 commuters, though. That feels like a good score. I feel pretty okay about that. 5444 is a good-ass actual number. It is top 4% in the world. It is significantly dwarfed by our good friend Samurai. Drop those slams in the chat. God damn it. Oh, well. I've created a monster. Monster of my own creation. Created a monster of mine. Good job, Goog. Next. Hey, it occurs to me just now that I haven't had the proper Gimmim scene on. I've had the hey, I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV scene on. Although, one defining feature of the Gimmim scene, there it is the little thing in the bottom left that tells you what song it was. And that wasn't working when I initially looked at it, but now it is. Anyway, let's bring in our good friend, the Wordle. The Wordle today, of course, is Olive. Olive continues to be a much more fruitful starting word, get it, fruitful, than I initially thought it would be. So, the Wordle today is folio. Seems reasonable. It is, in fact, not folio. But we figured out where the I goes. That's very technically something. It could be broil. Could absolutely be broil. It is, in fact, broil. So, well done. Good job, Goog. Pulled that out of not quite nothing, but did well. Bringing next over to the time guesser. Hi there. You look like a guy. This is the Hiroshima Peace Concert. Okay. Well, I have a thought that we might be in or near Hiroshima, Japan. And... okay. I'm sure we're supposed to know who this guy is. I have no idea who this guy is. So we're just trying to piece together, based on outfits and fashion and such, when we are. Despite the black and whiteliness of the photo, this feels like a very 1970s or maybe 1980s photograph. I don't know who these guys are. This almost feels like a boxing match. Like we're promoting a fight between this guy and maybe this guy. But it's, it's a peace concert. Which may or may not be a boxing match. Peace concert can mean many things to many different cultures. It doesn't help that this dude looks very much like a boxing promoter. He may or may not be. I have no idea who this guy is, but he does look like a boxing promoter getting ready to tout his champion against the upstart young challenger, Stuffy McBusinesssuit. I'm sorry. Stuffy McBusinesssuit is, in fact, the title of the episode. So much better. Okay. Gotta get the correct number of S's in McBusinesssuit. We are in Hiroshima, Japan in 1976. So where's Hiroshima exactly? There's Tokyo, there's Sapporo, there's Ashikawa and Kushiro and Hakata and Sendai and Nagano and Kanazawa and Chiba and Shizuoka and Nagoya, Hamamatsu, Kyoto, Osaka, Kobe, Okayama, Matsui, Hiroshima. Haha! We are in Hiroshima, Japan in 76? 1985. See? I told you. Also, that's Leonard Bernstein. Hi, Len. Sure. All right. I see how that guy might be a famous 1980s conductor. All right. Next. 50-foot lots at Altos Del Mar. Hey, hey. Sold by the Tatum Bros Company of East Flagler Street in Miami. All right. So these are... So yeah, we are on the water in Miami, Florida. In... feels like the 50s? This feels very 1950s, right? You got your water, you got your riparian rights. You got a 50 square foot. I'm sorry, are you selling 50 square? You're selling land at 50 square. Okay. Whatever. You've got your 50 square foot lots at $745 and up. Yeah, okay. What do we think? Down near the waterfront, Miami, Florida, 1958? Sure. Let's just say down near the water, Miami, Florida, 1958. Was 1922. Okay. Just a little bit earlier than that. But, yeah. You know what should have given it away? Is this abbreviation of this guy's name. Like, who the hell abbreviates George like that now? That's an old-timey type thing. Oh, well. We were, in fact, in Miami, Florida, but we were, a scant 30 years earlier. All right. So, man, this has been a very give away the location type day so far for time guessing. We've got the SPCA of the Cape of Good Hope, which it kind of narrows down where we might be, honestly. And we've got some pretty modern phonage happening here, with the 3 lenses and all that. So, I don't know, man. We're at or near the Cape of Good Hope, which, as I recall, yep. We are at Cape Point, on or near the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa. In 20, herc the thing all the way to the right. We were on the other side of the bay. False bay meant I couldn't be true with my locationating, but we were basically right. And it was 2025, so good job, Goog. Next. This is the modern Cantina Bar, or the Cantina Moderna. Haha, I see what you did with your A there. All right, so we got a Cantina Moderna. Interesting. Some very old-timey car type things. An awful lot of U.S. Navy bastards. And... Oh! Things of India. But also sombreros. Hold on. I think you might mean the Indies. Yeah, okay, hold on. I think this is a little bit more... Yeah. So first I noticed this. First I noticed the Cantina. But then I noticed the India, and I got very confused. But then it was like, wait, sombreros, Panama hats, Cuba? They mean of the Indies. Gotcha. Okay. So we are in Cuba, specifically Havana, Cuba, in a time when the Americans would go to Cuba and not just explode shit. So, I don't know, man. There's an awful lot of war going, guys. What about 19... Dickety -1? Yeah, sure. We're in having a good time Cuba in 1919. Seems feasible. Although it could also be yeah, actually, it could just be 1942. It could just be like World War II. It could just be World War II. Because I initially saw like this car and I was like, oh, this has to be an old time like 19-teens vehicle. But then like you see this one and you see all the dudes in the unis, and I know these are World War IIs, and I don't know if that's what they wore for World War I. Yeah, okay, this is 1944. Good job, Goog! Although we are, in fact, in Panama City, which isn't in Cuba, but never mind. But it's 1945. Good job talking yourself into decent yearage, at least. Next, hey, it's a photo shoot. They're shooting... This is the Beatles. They were a music group. Old time, before your times. But this was a popular music group of the time. This would be 1967, I think, is when they were shooting the cover for Sgt. Pepper's. Maybe 66, but I'm going to say 67. And the question becomes, where did they shoot it? I don't know. Let's just say Liverpool. We are in Liverpool, the United Kingdom. Boop. In 1967. Now, see, the thing is, we're either in Liverpool or Hollywood. So, or London. It could be jolly London town. But it was indeed 1967. Good job, Goog. Final score 38,859. It feels like a decent number if you ignore all of the times I was horrendously wrong about years and such. Now, for today's edition of StatPad, we need walks by batters among Mariners outfielders of the last 25 years, an NL Central infielder last year, a Guardian of the last 45 years. This is the Pick a Jim Thome season category. An AL Central outfielder from last year. This is the Name Stephen Kwan category. And a Texas Rangers infielder of the last 25 years. Interesting. All right, so patient hitting Mariners outfielders. maybe 2022. Well, 2022 Julio Rodriguez comes to mind just as a Mariners outfielder who had a great season. But Julio is not a particularly wait for your pitch, take a walk type of dude. So maybe this is like a peak Mike Cameron year? Maybe this could be like 2004 Mike Cameron? I mean, you get to 2000, it could be like, did the Mariners still have Junior Griffey in 01? I think he may have been a Red by this point. Yeah, the 2001 Mariners were the ones that won like 100 zillion games and such. And that was Ichiro's rookie year. And I think that was after Griffey had left. And I think that was after A-Rod had left, too. Although I thought A-Rod signed with the Rangers before 2002. But I digress. Let's see here. So it's not...
Mini Motorways, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the _Goog. His continuing mission, to explore strange new daily challenges, to seek out new motorways and 1v1 alpha civilizations, to boldly go where no Goog has gone before.
Thank you, Sam. Samurai Sam coming in with 60 months, 5 years in the Goog troop and the requisite slams. Sam, we got like 38,800 in Time Guesser if you want to drop probably another set of slams. And now we must name... Oh, God. Hey, I beat Sam in Time Guesser. That's good. What about... Oh, is it just Mike Cameron? I feel like there's a dude I'm missing. Milton Bradley was on the Mariners for a minute, but... Now we're going to go 2004 Mike Cameron. Seems feasible. 2004 Mike Cameron was a Met. 2002 Mike Cameron... 79 walks, 97th percentile. Good job, Goog. Why don't you have a photo of Mike Cameron, stat pad? Listen, he's not a Hall of Famer or nothing, but Mike Cameron was a well-known, productive hitter type dude. Anyway, Mike Cameron, 79 walks, second only behind Jesse Winker and Mark McLemore. Okay, good job. An NL Central infielder last year. Nico Horner? Nico Horner's good. Dansby Swanson will take a walk. The Cardinals don't have anybody. The Pirates don't have anybody. Ellie De La Cruz is good, but he's not really much of a walk-getting guy. What about Bryce Terang? The answer's probably just Bryce Terang, unless he got hurt last year and I've already forgotten. But we're gonna say Bryce Terang. 66 walks, 96th percentile. Good job, Goog. Although he is one below Ellie De La Cruz. And also William Contreras existed. But, oh well. I will take that. Good job, Bryce Terang. A Cleveland Guardian of the past 45 seasons. I said at the jump that this was pick a Jim Thome year. And I think I'm going to stick by that. This is 1996 James Howard Thom. I know they made the World Series in 95, but 95 was a shortened season because of the strike. The strike cut off the 94 season and lasted so long that it shortened the 95 season. So I don't want to say 95. As I recall, well, the Yankees won the World Series in 96. It could be 1997, Jim Thome? Because the Guards made the series again in 97? We say 1997 James Howard Thom? 1997 James Howard Thom, 120 walks, 98th percentile, behind only other seasons of James Howard Thom. Oh, God. Yeah, we take that. Good job. Well done, Goog. Now, an AL Central outfielder last year. I kind of blithely said Stephen Kwan, And I kind of don't think that's wrong. Because... Oh, who do the Tigers have in their outfielders? Spencer Torkelson's their first baseman. They've got Kerry Carpenter. We're going to say Stephen Kwan, and this probably isn't going to be amazing. He may have been hurt last year, but nope. Tippity top of the list, 55. Draw more walks, the American League Central. 55 walks. God. Jonathan India played the outfield for the Royals? What the fuck, the Royals? All right, we need a Texas Rangers infielder of the past 25 years. My first thought here is 2002 Alex Rodriguez. Like, Alex Rodriguez was very, very good at baseball and such. I am at 320 on the dot. Sam was at 344, so I'm probably good here. I'm probably good. I need 24 walks, but it would be nice to have. Don't count your chickens. For all I know, A-Rod missed a full season. I don't think he did, but I could talk myself into something stupid. Am I gonna? No, I'm not gonna talk myself. Well, I mean, Rafael Palmeiro existed, but he was at his best in the 90s. Yeah, it's just A-Rod. Is it? Am I missing? I mean, there was a Michael Young was good. Michael Young was modern and good. It could be a Michael Young pull, but nah, I think it's just A-Rod. All right, we're going to say Alex Rodriguez, 2002 or 3. Let's say 2002. 2002 Alex Rodriguez, 87 walks, 94th percentile. Hey, look, Rafael Palmeiro existed. God damn it. Could have been even better. Sad. 2000, 2001, 2002. Oh, well. Still very proud of that. That's a good score in StatPid. We got a blue. We got 2 blues, a gold, and the tippity top of last year's AL Central. Beat 97% of other scores. Holy shit, well done, Goog. We take those. Now, folks, unfortunately, well, perhaps not unfortunately, this is our stream schedule for the week. You may notice that it is small. So what happened was tomorrow I have to go to Wellesley, which is almost basically Boston. I have to go to almost basically Boston all day tomorrow. So no gimmim, and I really can't commit to doing an FF14 Tuesday evening. On Wednesday, I gotta go to Albany in the morning, which is the opposite direction, but it's also basically Boston. There are lots of videos of Scots who have come and are enjoying Boston and discovering tailgating, which, I'm just going to steal a skeet that I saw. Scottish people discovering tailgating is kind of like Prometheus discovering fire. It could be life-changing to the Scottish sport-going experience. But we'll see. Anyway, so yeah, Tuesday I got to go to Wellesley. Wednesday I got to go to Boston. Friday I'm taking off because it is Juneteenth and it was offered as a floating holiday for my work, and I took it because it's a 3-day weekend and also a holiday. So there will be no gimmim tomorrow or Wednesday or Friday, but hopefully we will be back Thursday morning at 7 o'clock Eastern for another edition of Good Morning Mini Motorways. Until then, go watch old videos on YouTube, and maybe I'll finish editing Cyberpunk at some point. No promises. Bye.